So hello all. So we are going to see my inventions autobiography written by Nikola Tesla in this video. Fine. So my invention is actually the life story of Nikola Tesla. In this book, Tesla explains how he became an inventor. He also talks about his childhood, his ideas, and his experiments. And also, the book shows how his mind worked. And Tesla explains that inventions came from careful thinking, hard work, and imagination. Fine. So, who is Tesla? Nikola Tesla was born in 1856. He was a great inventor and electrical engineer. He helped develop alternating current, AC current, which is used to supply electricity today. So he invented the AC motor, Tesla coil, and helped in the development of radio and wireless power. So wireless transmission. And then his work at Niagara Falls showed how water power can produce electricity. And Tesla believed science should help all people. So these are his major contributions: AC induction motor and polyphase system, Tesla coil and wireless transmission, radio technology foundation, and Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant. And moving on, my invention was first published in a magazine called Electrical Experimenter in 1919. It appeared as a series of articles. Later, these articles were published as a book. So the book was published in New York. Tesla wrote this book after World War One. At that time, many new machines and the technologies were changing the world. So this is the background, and then we are into the chapter 2, my first efforts in invention. So in this chapter, Tesla talks about his childhood. He explains how his early experiences made him an inventor. He faced many dangers and illness. These experiences trained his mind to think fast. So Tesla did not support the use of stimulants. So this is his beginning. He believed coffee and tea overwork the brain and harm the body, and he felt smoking helps easy thinking but weakens the deep thinking. And also Tesla warned that chewing gum damages the body after some time, and he said alcohol can help in small amounts but becomes harmful if it is taken in more amount. And then Tesla followed strict self discipline in his life. So these are all the things he is talking about: coffee and tea, tobacco, chewing gum, alcohol. These things, no, at the base level, it is very helpful for the person to get activated immediately, but later on it is shrinking the concentration power of a person, and it is also causing increases the death rate in Vienna, Austrian countries. About 67% of the population are getting heart attack just because drinking coffee and tea. How pathetic the condition is. And he's also talking about his own body condition. Tesla kept his body healthy throughout his life. At the age of 59, he slipped on ice but saved himself with a quick movement. So this is the 180-degree spin which Tesla done. The image you can see here. So a passerby, he is shocked by seeing Tesla doing this kind of stunt and says that I have never seen a man doing this. I have only seen a cat performing such an art and stunt like this, he is explaining. And the second thing is, at 60th age, he could read a very small letters clearly. And this actually astonished the eye doctor of Tesla. And then 142 pounds, this has to be noted. His weight, it was unchanged for nearly 35 years. So he didn't increase his weight or decrease his weight, but his weight was constant in number, 142 pounds for 30 years. And then Tesla tells a funny story about Thomas Alva Edison. So Edison guessed Tesla's weight almost correctly. He guessed his weight is 152 pounds. Actually, Tesla's weight is 142. Nearby weight, he guessed, and the people were surprised here. And Edward Hutch Johnson joked that Edison learned this skill by weighing pigs in a slaughterhouse. So this story shows Edison's practical knowledge and adds humor to the Tesla's life story. And then Tesla faced many dangerous situations in his youth. He almost drowned many times. He nearly burned to death and faced attacks from animals. He became very sick 3 times, and doctors also gave up hope. But Tesla survived every time. He believed his intelligence and quick thinking saved him. So when Tesla was 14, he nearly drowned. He went under a floating structure and could not come out. He hit his head many times. He could not breathe. Suddenly he noticed a small space between the water and the wooden boards. He used this space to breathe and survived. This shows his presence of mind. So you can see the image. Tesla is stuck in a place like this. This is not the exact place. So he's stuck in a place like this and he came out. And then 2 years later, Tesla was trapped by rising water near a mill dam. He was pushed by a strong water. He could not call for help. So suddenly he remembered a scientific rule, hydraulic principle. Pressure depends on the surface area. He turned his body sideways. This reduced the pressure and helped him to escape. So science saved his life in many places. That is what he's trying to say. And then moving on, Tesla believed inventors help save lives. They improve safety and comfort. Inventors observe carefully and think logically. Tesla says inventors can protect themselves better in danger. His life experiences proved this belief. And then as a child, Tesla made his own fishing hook. He shaved a wire into a hook and used it to catch frogs. He observed animal behavior and used it smartly. He kept this method secret for a long time, and later on, after the Christmas, he revealed this secret to his friends. So his playmates, they didn't involve him into the play, this particular play of catching the frogs with the help of fishing hook. And after that, he himself invented his own fishing hook, and then he delivered his. He came up with all the secrets to his friends, and then there was a disaster, great disaster for the frogs. All tried to catch the frogs. Moving on, Tesla once used insects as the power source. He actually tied maybugs to a small machine on the four corners of a rotating wheel. So whenever this insect tries to fly, the wheel, the disc, it rotates automatically, and it is connected to a particular apparatus, and it produces power. So here, here he is saying that the insect kept moving and made the machine work, and I tried to produce power from that. Actually, this experiment ended when a boy ate the insect, and Tesla felt disgusted. After this incident, he never touched insects again, he says. So the boy is son of Austrian army officer, and he ate the insect in a live manner when it was alive. So after that, Tesla, he didn't turn towards the insects, he says. And Tesla often experimented as a child. He broke clocks, and he assembled the repaired clock of his own grandfather, and he also manufactured a pop gun with the help of a hollow tube piston and two hem plugs. And also he got inspired by the Serbian national poetry, and he wanted to be like the heroes of the heroes in Serbian poems. So he tried to make a sword. So these are all the things. A clock. He repaired the clock, prepared, manufactured a popgun, and then he prepared his own sword. And then moving on, Tesla moved from his village to the city of Gospic at age 6. He missed animals and open spaces. He felt lonely and shy in the new place. He spent time observing people quietly. This loneliness strengthened his imagination. So only 1 year he got elementary education in his native place, and then after that they moved from the Smiljan to the Gospic, the city of Gospic. So this change was a disaster to him. He cannot adapt this. And then moving on, here he describes a funny incident. He tore a woman's dress during a church procession, and everyone saw it, and his father punished him. And Tesla felt ashamed and was avoided by the people for some time. This incident taught him discipline and self-control. How mischievous Tesla is during his childhood days. So during a fire engine test, a mission failed. So experts could not fix it. But Tesla, he noticed the problem with the water hose. He corrected it quickly and the water flowed again. And people praised him, and this was the early moment of public success to him. And he is comparing this particular incident to Archimedes shouting Eureka. So he is comparing his Eureka moment of creating, letting out water from the suction hose to the Archimedes principles. His excitement is compared to his Archimedes excitement. Fine. So next he invents crow catcher. So Tesla continued to try new things, and he became famous for catching crows in a clever way. Once birds attacked him and he barely escaped. These experiences taught him courage and caution. And then Tesla loved studying water turbines. He imagined using Niagara Falls to produce power. His uncle did not believe him, but years later, Tesla's AC current system was used at Niagara Falls, and his childhood dream came true. This shows the power of imagination actually. So here in this particular falls only he found the largest hydroelectric power plant in 1895. Earlier the hydroelectric power was invented by William Armstrong, I guess. So earlier it was invented before Tesla itself. This hydroelectric electric current generating machine came, but still the largest hydroelectric power generator machine was found by Tesla in this particular falls, Niagara Falls in America. Fine. Moving on to MCQs. So in which magazine was My Invention originally serialized? In Electrical Experimenter. What percentage of death from heart trouble did Tesla observe in Vienna among coffee drinkers? 67%. How old was Tesla when he performed the cat-like flip on ice? 59. What was Tesla's constant weight in pounds for 35 years? So 142 pounds. And who joked that Edison learned to guess weight in Chicago slaughterhouse? Edward H. Johnson. And what age did Tesla nearly drown under a floating structure? 14, age 14. So what hydraulic principle saved Tesla at the mill dam? Pressure proportionate to the area exposed. And what insect did Tesla use for his early motor invention? Maybugs. Maybugs, it is also called as June bugs. And then who guessed the weight of Tesla correctly? Edison, Thomas Alva Edison. When Tesla was about 14 years old, he wanted to scare some of his friends who were bathing with him. And swimming came to Tesla as naturally as to a duck. There was a flour mill with a dam across the river near the city where Tesla was studying. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you.